Bonjour, bonjour, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cyril. I used to be a stem cell researcher for many years, and this is why I can tell you about the science behind skincare ingredient. And for today, I'm going to do the follow-up from my video where I have presented you my favorite first cleansers, and therefore today we are going to talk about my favorite second cleanser, aka water-based cleanser. So something that I like to always remind you is that the cleansing routine is a staple in every skincare routine. For one simple reason, because during the day a lot of stuff is happening on our skin. One of them is simply the oxidation of the lipid that we have on top of our skin. And all the byproduct resulting from this oxidation can be harmful for the skin. Not to mention that there are a lot of pollutants also in the air. We also have simply the sunscreen filters, because you absolutely need to wear a daily sunscreen. Some of the filters have also a strong binding to the skin. One of them, for example, is the Uvinol T150 that has a high affinity with the keratin. And there are also simply sunscreen that have a very long lasting formula, such as some Japanese one. I'm thinking about, of course, the Anessa. Those ones are simply bulletproof and you do not want them to stick onto your skin. And of course, if you like to wear makeup also really stick to the skin, so it's very important to have a proper cleansing routine to remove them. The main problem with water-based cleansers is when they are very efficient at removing all of this, they also remove some key lipids in the skin. And if you have watched my previous video on Curel, in the beginning of this video, I'll tell you a little bit more about the lipids that we have in our skin. Some of the lipids that we have, we call them the epidermal lipids. They are the one in between the dead skin that we name corneocyte, and those lipids are ceramide, free fatty acids, and also cholesterol, and they are key components of the health of our skin, and you really do not want to have a stripping water-based cleanser that will remove them. Therefore, it is very important to use mild cleansers that therefore contain mild detergent that are not stripping for the skin, but at the same time with an acidic pH, so a pH that is very close to our own skin pH. By skin pH, I mean the top surface of our skin, which is acidic. But the main con is that they are too gentle to really remove everything. This is why I always recommend to double cleanse. So the first cleanser that I'm going to show you are, I would say, less conventional water-based cleanser. In a way, they are not foaming at all. So the first one, and this one is very, very famous, is simply the Micellar Lotion from Bioderma. So in French, the line is named Créaline. Most of the time it is marketed in the Sensibio line, so this is this one. I have the mini version. I don't use it that often on my routine, but I do really like it. So I like to recommend this one only for those of you who have a very, very sensitive skin. So the way that you use it is after doing your first cleanse using an oil-based cleanser. You're going to rinse it quickly. You then pat dry your skin, and on a cotton pad you are going to drench your skin with the micellar lotion. I mean, drench the cotton. Most of the time a big mistake is that you don't use enough, and then you are going to gently sweep the cotton pad all over your face, and then you rinse it. Again, I do prefer to always rinse those type of products because they do contain detergent that may imbalance the lipids in your skin. So this is an important point. Also, I like this one when you need a cleanser on the go. So a good example is that if you take the plane, this one is a good option. Also, at the end of the day, if you wear a lot of makeup and you want to do some sport and you want to remove this layer of makeup, this one is also a great option. Another way to use it is simply in the morning. If you feel that your skin is very greasy in the morning because you have used plenty of moisturizer, which I always recommend, especially in the evening, you can simply use a micellar lotion like this one to remove the excess of, I would say, oiliness that has been oxidized during the night. But again, rinse it. The second one that I want to show you is this one from Pixi. This is the double cleanse. This is a collaboration with Caroline Iwans. I really like this one. So this is actually a double cleanse. So you have the cleansing balm, and then you have a cleansing cream. So this one is definitely more targeted for those of you who have a drier skin type. If you have oily skin type, I'm not sure you will like it. it. The cleansing oil is fantastic. Again, it is very reminiscent from Take the Day Off from Clinique that I love so much. And the cleansing cream also is efficient but very, very gentle. It is gentle on the skin. It works perfectly well. I am not a big fan of the cleansing cream, I mean in terms of texture, but this is still an excellent one. I love to use this one when I am on the go. So if I go like for a short weekend or for a short period of time when I am on holidays or something like that, I like to take this one because it is very convenient and you have two products in one. So the last one that I want to show you that is again known for me, extremely gentle but works so well. This one, it is not going to be a surprise if you are not new to my channel. This is this one from Avène, so Avène in English. This is the extremely gentle cleanser lotion. I love this one. It is very gentle, but at the same time, it is so efficient. It is not foaming at all. The way that I like to use it is after I use an oil cleanser, whether it is a balm or an oil, I quickly rinse it and then I use this one. I use a good amount of it and I like to massage it on my skin. This is, like I have said, a super gentle one, but at the same time, it is still cleansing. It is a little bit reminiscent from the hydrating cleanser from CeraVe. That is not an optimal one, I find, because it doesn't, it barely cleanses, which is not the case of this one, but still it is so gentle. Now, if you like a foam that is not too thin and very pleasant, again, if you have watched my previous video, it won't be a surprise. This is this one from the Japanese brand Curel, the foaming wash. In all the foaming wash that makes a foam like this is definitely my favorite one, simply because the foam really holds, I would say, its shapes, and you can still massage in on the skin, and at the same time it is so gentle. If you have oily skin, a good tip actually with all those cleanser is to leave them a little bit longer on your skin, like 30 seconds. So you give your face a nice massage and then you leave them for 30 seconds. Another option, especially if you have more combo skin, is to simply start to wash your face on the T-zone where you are the oiliest. So you simply apply it, like for example, on your forehead and on your T-zone for a solid 30 seconds. And then you apply it like on your cheeks, on the drier part of your face, quickly, and then you rinse it. Now, in terms of gel cleansers, I have two that I really love. One that I don't currently have at home. This is simply the Dr. Sam Flawless Cleanser. So this one, every time I reorder it, I give it to my mom. This is the one that she's using. I mean, this one is simply wonderful. It is a jelly texture that is not foamy, but at the same time that really lubricates so well the skin. The longer you use it, the more it will cleanse your skin, obviously. The only maybe downside that have been reported from some of my subscribers is that you need a little bit more time to really rinse it. Another one that is also a gel cleanser that foams a tiny bit is this one from Crave Beauty, the Matcha Amp Hydrating Cleansers. This is not also the first time that I've talked about this bad boy right here. I love this one. In all the cleanser that I've just showed you, I think this is this one that is my favorite one. Why? Because you have all, I would say, the good stuff. It is an acidic one. It is pretty gentle on the skin. I said pretty gentle because if you have super dry skin, this one could be a little bit too stripping for you, and at the same time you have an amazing texture and an amazing feel on the skin. You can really feel how well it lubricates the skin. It is very nice to use. So the next two that I'm going to show you are, I would say, all base cleansers. So the first one is this one. It is a little bit pricey, but so good, from Skin Fix, the Barrière Plus, the Foaming Oil Cleanser. Again, this one, wow. Simply wow. If you have dry skin, this is definitely the one that I do recommend you. Also, if you feel that you need a little something to cleanse your skin in the morning, this one is an excellent option. So it comes as a sort of oily gel. It is a little bit hard to describe it, but this is how I feel. At the same time, it has this sort of creaminess. It is very pleasant and elegant to use. And again, it is not stripping, but at the same time, it does cleanse your skin. Other one that I want to show you is this one from the French brand SVR. So this is the Topialis. So in French, this is the Huile Lavande. So the Lipid Restoring Cleansing Oil Anti-Itching, such a long name. So this one is not only marketing to use it on your face, but also on your body. So this is what I call an all-over cleanser. So if you are someone like on the go, you just want one product for the face, for your body, but also for your hands, this one is an excellent one. It does have perfume. So therefore, if you are sensitive to perfume, definitely this is not the one to use. But this is an excellent formula. Very, very gentle on the skin, but at the same time, very pleasant to use. Also, if you happen to be in France and if you plan to travel in France, it is also very affordable. I really enjoy this one. So the last two cleansers that I want to show you, I actually have more than two, but I'm just going to show you those two, are simply cleansing bars. Personally, I really love them for several reasons. One of them is because I find them so convenient when I am simply traveling, and I use them in many different ways. I use them, of course, to cleanse my body and also the area of my body where I tend to sweat, like under the armpit, for example, because their detergents are a little bit stronger than the other cleanser that I've just showed you. I also like to use them when I am on vacation because they are so convenient to use and they don't count as liquid cleansers, which is excellent. And also because the detergent properties are a bit stronger than the other one, I find them more efficient to remove the several coats of sunscreen, because most of the time when I am on holidays, I apply a ton and a ton of sunscreen many times during the day. So at the end of the day, I really need a really good water-based cleanser to remove all of this. Another thing that I love to do with it, and I have done an old video about it, is that I like to use them simply to cleanse my hair. And this is because they do cleanse very nicely the hair, but at the same time, they have this acidic pH and they are very gentle on the scalp. Because if I use any shampoo that is too stripping, my scalp starts to be very itchy, and also my hair are very brittle, which is not something that we really enjoy. So I have two to show you. The first one is one of my favorite. This is simply the one from Olay. So this one is the one with shea butter. The shea butter is at the end of the formula, so it doesn't change much. So this one is heavily fragrant when you, so you need to rinse it very well. I happen to love the smell. And again, this is very gentle, very creamy. I really enjoy this one. The other one that I'm using currently, this is the one from Good Molecules. And as you can see, I have used quite a bit of this one. So it smells a little bit like tea tree oil because it does contain tea tree oil. Therefore, if you are allergic to tea tree oil, this is not a good one to use. This one is a little bit more stripping than the one from Olay, but still it is very gentle. Other one that are also excellent that I've been using is simply the one from CeraVe, the hydrating bars, something like that. I also love the two that I then have. Those two also are excellent. So comment down below and tell me if you have ever tried one of those products. If you like this video, please thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to ring the little bell to not miss any of my new videos. You can also follow me on Instagram. I am Cyril Laurent. I have plenty of stuff over there and you should definitely check my Instagram. I thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Au revoir, bye bye.